It's been one of those crazy weeks in tech where a bunch of things happen that seem totally separate, but when you look closer, they all connect, from the watch on your wrist to the future of AI itself. It happened fast, so let's break it all down. So the biggest news, AI basically just got its PhD. Seriously. But the launch of this groundbreaking new AI model is just where the story starts. You're going to see how it's connected to everything, from the next phone you might buy to a huge, unfolding fight over your personal data. Okay, so here's our game plan for connecting these dots. We'll kick things off with the good old upgrade cycle, then jump into the insane AI leap that's fueling it. After that, we're going to hit a major reality check, look at the real-world cost of all this progress, and wrap up with the bottle for the one thing that powers the whole shebang, your data. All right, first up, let's start in familiar territory, the endless upgrade cycle. The rumor mill is already churning, giving us a little sneak peek at the new gadgets heading for our wrists and living rooms from the biggest players out there. You know the drill, a new Apple Watch is always just around the corner. The rumors for the next one, the Series 11, are pointing to a huge push into health, and the feature everyone's talking about is blood pressure monitoring. I mean, that could be a real game changer for catching things like hypertension way earlier. But of course, Apple isn't the only one in the ring. Google is getting ready to fire back, supposedly on August 20th, with its new Pixel 10. And the big rumor here is a telephoto zoom lens on the standard model, not just the pricey Pro version. That's a huge move. And right alongside it, we're expecting the new Pixel Watch 4. Now, new hardware is cool and all, but let's be real, it's the software that's really shaking things up. The biggest story this week wasn't a watch or a phone, it was a massive leap forward in AI that just reset the entire playing field. The new arms race is officially on. So, OpenAI just dropped a bombshell with its new model GPT-5. And the CEO, Sam Altman, he didn't hold back. He said the jump in smarts is like going from chatting with a college student to a full-on PhD expert. That right there is the new bar everyone else has to clear. So how do these top models actually perform against each other right now? Well, in some recent head-to-heads, ChatGPT is killing it with image generation. But for web searches, Grok is a really strong contender, sometimes even digging up more detail. But here's the key thing to notice. When you ask them for help with a detailed task, like a repair, all three of them still make mistakes. Small ones, maybe, but they're still there. And this creative power is just exploding everywhere. Get this, an AI company called 11 Labs just put out a music generator. You can literally type, "Make me an early 2000s pop song," and it spits out an original track. And the wild part? You get full commercial rights to it. It's an incredible new tool and a total legal minefield for the music industry. Okay, a PhD in your pocket, instant pop songs, it all sounds pretty incredible. But this crazy fast progress is forcing us to take a step back for a reality check and to ask a really important question. With all this mind-blowing power suddenly at our fingertips, the question becomes, can you actually trust it? And the answer, well, it's complicated. And it shows some pretty deep, kind of troubling flaws. You see, the biggest problem is that these AI models still hallucinate. Mashable put it perfectly. They can be confidently wrong. For instance, an AI summary said a NASA moon mission was happening in 2025, but it had actually been pushed back to 2026. The AI sounds totally sure of itself, but it just missed the memo. And these aren't just funny little mistakes. They're being weaponized. Cybersecurity experts just found a massive scam where criminals use AI to make super convincing fake TikTok shops. They lure you in with crazy discounts, and then bam! They steal your logins, your crypto, or just install malware on your device.
And the problems go even deeper than that. We're seeing these new AI agents, the ones that are supposed to do tasks for you, make what are being called catastrophic errors, like wiping a whole customer database by mistake. Researchers found you can trick them into giving up credit card numbers. And then there's the bias problem. like Truth Social's new AI search, which overwhelmingly pulled answers from just one news source.
So this huge technological push, it doesn't just happen in a bubble. It's tangled up with global economics, politics, and all of that has a very real impact on your wallet and the stuff you can actually buy.
Okay, check this out. In a direct reaction to the threat of new trade tariffs, Apple just announced a staggering $100 billion investment in American manufacturing. Part of that plan is to make all the glass for iPhones and Apple Watches right here in the U.S., in Kentucky. But not every company has Apple's cash. For others, these tariffs hit different. The CEO of Sonos came right out and said it. Because of new tariffs on products coming from places like Vietnam, they're just going to have to raise their prices later this year. No way around it.
At the very same time, the tech world is shrinking. This week, Disney confirmed it's going to kill the standalone Hulu app by 2026. Everything is just going to get sucked into the main Disney Plus app. And why? To keep you watching longer, and of course, to sell more ads. So, you have the smartwatches, the PhD-level AI, the streaming services, and all of it, every single piece, runs on one thing, your data. And right now, a huge battle is brewing over who actually gets to control it. Over in the UK, this whole fight is just exploding because of the new Online Safety Act. Now, to get on websites that have adult content, people have to prove their age by uploading super sensitive stuff, like their photo ID or even their bank details. As you can imagine, it has sparked a massive debate about privacy. And this law raises some really urgent questions. Like, is your data safe? Well, not exactly. But here's the kicker. Is it being used for other things? Yes. Some of these companies openly admit they're using the ID photos people upload to train their own AI models. It's no wonder millions of people are using VPNs to get around these checks. And if you needed a stark reminder of the stakes here, well, we got one this week. A federal jury found that Meta had been illegally grabbing sensitive health data from Flow, that's a period tracking app, all without getting permission from users. And what was that data used for? To power Meta's ad machine, of course. And that really brings us back to the one crucial question that ties this whole week together. From the watch tracking our bodies to the AI that knows our every thought, as this technology gets smarter, more powerful, and more personal, you have to ask yourself, are we still the customer, or are we just becoming the product?